10 things that can save your life. Your brain is your most potent weapon. When caught in an emergency situation, improvising with things that are readily available around you could save your life. Life isn't as dark and dangerous as the news and social media would like you to think. There's plenty of light, humor, and good times to be had. However, when disaster does strike, no matter how low the odds might be, it's ruthless and you'd be best prepared. Whenever you're going into the wild, it's always good to know how to protect yourself in an emergency. Brightside invites you to try some unusual ways to use ordinary things that may help you survive in the wilderness. Also, go to the end of this article if you don't want to make one fatal mistake. Like most people, you probably think that if you ever found yourself in a dangerous or life-threatening situation, you would rise to the occasion and save your life as well as the lives of those around you. In reality, though, people don't rise to the occasion. They sink to their level of training. You can't use the knowledge that you don't have. Fortunately, most of us will never experience a true life or death emergency. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't be prepared on the off chance we somehow draw the short straw. Although it's virtually impossible to anticipate everything that could possibly go wrong, there are a few life-threatening scenarios for which you can plan to protect yourselves and loved ones. Number 1. Becca, breast cancer support. If you, a friend, or a loved one has breast cancer, the Becca Breast Cancer Support app can help to provide much-needed succor. It is a thorough pocket guide that supports you on your journey to recovery. Most people who learn for the first time that they have breast cancer are often left confused with lots of questions. This app can help to answer many of the questions that race through your mind during this period. It features custom daily suggestions, flashcards, hints, tips, real-life stories from other breast cancer survivors to inspire you to live your best life, categories on side effects, body image, and much more. It also offers you access to breast care nurses. The app is offered by the UK charity Breast Cancer Now. Number 2. Medical ID. Similar to the ICE Medical Standard app, Medical ID is an Android alternative that allows you to create a comprehensive medical profile that can be accessed from your phone's lock screen in the event of an emergency. The Medical ID app offered by Laurent Pellegrino is available in freemium and premium versions. The latter has more features that allow you to do more with the app. Using the free version, you can store data about your allergies, blood type, medical contacts, and other critical medical information that can be helpful in the event of an emergency. If you use an iPhone, you can set up your medical ID in the Apple Health app. Number 3. Army Survival Handbook. The Army Survival Handbook app is an offline manual and survival guide based on the Army Survival Manual. It packs useful information that can be handy for doomsday preppers or just for camping and outdoor survival. The app is structured into chapters, each covering critical survival information that can help you to survive in extreme conditions, whether in the forest, jungle, or desert. It will teach you how to build situational awareness in dangerous situations, among others. There's so much more that you can learn from this app, which is summarized by the following mnemonic. S. Size up the situation. U. Use all your senses. R. Remember where you are. V. Vanquish fear and panic. I. Improvise. V. Value living. A. Act like the natives. L. Live by your wits, but for now, learn basic skills. You should definitely download this app whether you're going camping soon, embarking on some outdoor adventure, or preparing yourself for the unknown. The app is available on Android. If you're using an iPhone, you can download the similar Army Survival Skills app instead. Number 4. Chewing Gum Fire Starter. Cut a thin strip of the gum wrapper. Fold the strip in half and cut diagonally across the folded strip. When you unfold the strip, you should have a narrow spot at the center. Hold the ends of the strip to the positive and negative ends of a battery. Make sure the metallic side of the strip touches the battery, not the paper side. And voila, you will have a flame. Note, this method works only with wrappers that have a metallic side. A few kinds of gum with metallic wrappers are Wrigley's 5 and Extra. Caution, playing with fire can be dangerous. Be careful. But before we continue with 10 things that can save your life, subscribe to our channel, Curious Atmosphere, so that you don't miss out on any future updates. Number 5. Bra Cub Debris Mask. When you are in an emergency situation, like being caught up in a raging fire, you could face serious respiratory problems as a result of breathing in smoke, toxic ash, pulverized concrete, particles, and dust. But we have an easy solution. The cup of a bra can be used as a debris mask. Most are perfectly sized to cover the nose and mouth, and the straps can be reworked to tie around the head for hands-free use. You can also purchase a special bra that was created specifically to act as a gas mask. It unsnaps into two so that you can also help someone else in need and comes equipped with a radiation sensor. Caution, it is always better to use a dedicated gas mask which can provide protection from both gaseous and particulate toxic materials. Number 6. Ice to start a fire. Going outdoors during the winter is fun, but conditions can grow dangerous quickly if you get exposed to plummeting temperatures and gusting winds. Having a fire to keep yourself warm is paramount in this case, and you can start one using ice. Find the clearest ice you can lay your hands on. Carve out a big chunk of it. Then, using the warmth of your palms, melt it into a smooth, round lens. Use this lens as a magnifying glass to light the fire. Advice: this method will prove useful only if you happen to find clear ice and sunshine. It is better to carry matchsticks or lighters to serve your fire needs. Being prepared is essential to survival. Number 7. Shoelace to cut a zip tie. If you ever get kidnapped and your hands are tied using a zip tie, you can free yourself from the restraint using your shoelaces. We will teach you how. Untie your shoelaces and tie them together using a strong knot. Move your hands and place the zip tie under the shoelaces. Now start kicking your legs from side to side to create traction against the plastic zip tie. The zip tie will soon break and you'll be free. Caution, when you find your hands tied, your natural instinct will be to try to twist and wriggle your wrists out of the plastic strips, but this will only cause pain and cut your skin, usually worsening the situation. What other items do you think could be improvised to create life-saving tools? Let us know in the comments. Number 8. T-shirt to filter water. There are many ways to filter water if you get stuck in an emergency situation and have access to water that is undrinkable. Fill one container with the murky water. Cut a strip of clean cloth from your t-shirt and dip one end of the cloth in the murky water and put the other end into an empty container where you want to gather the filtered water. Remember to keep the container with the dirty water at a higher level than the other container. After some time, you will see clear water dripping into the empty container. Caution, after you get the clear water, remember to boil it before drinking. Number 9. You can ask Siri to call an ambulance for you in an emergency. In 2016, the mother of a 1-year-old girl in Australia saw her daughter turning blue from her baby monitor. She immediately rushed to perform CPR to her, but on the way dropped her phone on the ground. However, she remembered that she could use Siri and shouted, "Hey Siri, call an ambulance." Siri called the paramedics and the mother communicated with them by telling them her address. The paramedics arrived and restored the little girl's breathing. The mother later sent a letter to Apple to thank the company for inventing Siri, who saved her daughter. Number 10. Upbeat music slows down your reflectors. Who doesn't listen to music while driving? Well, we're not trying to tell you to stop listening to music altogether, but to just stay away from upbeat, loud music that makes you want to jump. Based on a study, people who drove while listening to upbeat music showed an increased heart rate, which is a deadly mix while behind the wheel. These people seem to concentrate more on the music than on the road. However, the study showed that listening to music you don't like can also have negative effects on your driving. This music can cause irritation, stress, and distraction, and therefore make you reckless. Also, the study found that despite the belief that classical music calms people's nerves, people who drove while listening to it were reckless and erratic. Finally, the study concludes that the best music to listen to should match each person's heart rate, which is somewhere near 60 to 80 beats per minute. Based on what we think is worthy, subscribe to our Curious Atmosphere so that you don't miss any future updates. If you have more about it, please feel free to share them with us. Share them in the comments below and wait for our interesting topics coming soon. If you think they deserve to be on this list, share your opinion in the comments below.